Hello once again and welcome back to another of our NIWFA weekly reviews, which is brought to you as always by Electric-Ireland.
This week has been one of the non-stop League Cup action, so let's get things started by having a quick look at what's coming up on today's show.
Kicking off today, our featured match features action and interviews from the Division 4 League Cup semi-final between the girls of Banbridge Rangers and Larne Olympic.
We have the goals from a hard-fought Championship League Cup semi-final between Lisburn ladies and Downpatrick ladies.
And finally, we will have a roundup of all the semi-final scores and confirmation of this season's League Cup final fixtures. So Riona, good to have you back on board again. Where have you been this last other weeks?
Yes, Colin, I'm not too long back from Glasgow myself, so I was...
Were you working apparently?
Yeah, just at the festival over there, Transmit it's called, so
Right.
Used to be Tea in the Park.
Alright, okay. So
Back
who
in the
all was
day.
on this year?
Yeah, so there was George Ezra, there was Bastille, there was Lewis Capaldi, he's very funny. There was a few other acts, George Ezra and Mabel, and just a few ones that I hadn't heard of really.
Sounds like a perfect job.
But it is
Easy.
great, you get to work and you get to see the concert, so you know.
I'm sure it's not all leisure though, is it?
It's not all like that, it's not all fun and games, it's hard work, 14-hour shifts on your feet. In that heat over there, it was quite taxing on the body, I'll tell you
Maybe
that
not,
much.
I'll maybe sit and listen to the radio instead.
Well, sure, it's hot over here too.
That's it. Anyhow, what's our game this week?
So yeah, this week sees Banbridge Rangers ladies taking on Larne Olympic ladies in a Division 4 League Cup semi-final.
Both of these teams are new teams to the league this season, so this is a massive chance for one of them to make it to a cup final. Who's going to do it? Here's the highlights.
Colin, it's the ladies of Larne Olympic that are celebrating the final then.
Yeah, very much so. Absolutely delighted for them. It's their first season in existence. They've made their way into sort of the League Cup final at the end of the season. So two of the girls are absolutely delighted with their achievements, and well done.
So they deserved it, you think?
I think so. I think they were a better side on the night. Credit to both teams. It was a really, really hot night, to be honest, but both teams gave 100%. Ultimately, though, Banbridge didn't take enough chances, and Larne Olympic sort of did take their chances, and that's what ultimately seen them out of the finishing line.
And was there any major changes or differences?
I think the big difference between the two sides was probably the fact that Larne Olympic were able to sort of beat the offside trap time after time. You'll see there from the highlights there was a number of times the ball was not past the Banbridge defence, and by the time they reacted it was too late. The Larne Olympic forward line was in on the goal, and that's something they have to really sort of work at, something to develop. Is just sort of being able to sort of handle that sort of attack when it comes against them. But I think that's sort of the difference between the two sides.
And it's great to see these new teams involved. And
yeah, that's been a real bonus for the NIWFA this season. Obviously, the fact there's been so much demand on ladies football, they've had to introduce this extra division, Division 4, first season. It's great to see so many girls have been able to take up the sport, and it's a really, really, really good league this season. And well done to everybody involved.
Excellent. So after the game then, Colin spoke to Banbridge's Molly Hoey and Megan Clyde, but before that he spoke to Larne's Paula Mitchell and Courtney Watson. Here's what they had to say.
Paul, we'll start with you. First of all, congratulations on a great win for Larne ladies tonight. Your thoughts on the game?
Absolutely buzzing. It was a tough match. They're a younger side. We did struggle to keep up with them at times, and they definitely matched us for pace in the first half. But I just think in the second half all the girls dug deep and they really pushed to get there in the end.
What does it mean as a club to actually make the final in this competition?
Oh, it's always good to make finals, but it's especially good for the seconds team. It's only started this year. It's good to get a lot of the girls playing that maybe wouldn't play in the first team, and they get their final in our first season. What more can you ask for?
A lot of new girls probably playing this year as well, so it's a big experience for them.
We do, and we've actually brought a lot of players up from our youth squad as well, so it's introducing the under 15 girls into the ladies side and getting them used to realistically what a women's league is going to be like. So it's brilliant having all them on board too.
Okay, and finally looking ahead to the final, we don't know your opposition at the moment, but it's looking likely it might be Lisburn Rangers, who have been taking everybody to part so far this season. Can you do it?
Oh, listen, we'll give it our all. They're a brilliant team. They're way better than the league they're in at the minute. They're only going to go up, but if we go out there and give our best, we'll try and keep it as tight as we can, and you never know, we could hit them on the break, score a couple of goals. I don't think they've been behind too much times this season, so we don't know what they're like when they go behind, so you never know. We'll try anyway.
Okay girls, good luck in the final.
Yep,
Alright, thank you very much.
Obviously you're a bit disappointed there tonight in the losing, but you played very, very well. What are your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, well, we did try cross it in, but tonight just wasn't for us.
You've worked very hard though throughout.
Yeah, they were an older side as well from us, so it's hard.
One thing I've noticed about your team, you're a lot of pace, a lot of youth, and a lot of pace, and that's really going to be good moving ahead into the future. Well, where does that pace come from? Is it just youthful exuberance?
I think it's just natural talent from all of us, and then obviously training, we work very hard there. But tonight it was just 11-16 were always free, and they always seemed to just we're always leaving them, and we shouldn't have, and our team, we couldn't get the ball to the back of the net, it just wasn't our night. But we want to say congratulations to Larne, they played very well, and we wish them luck in the final.
Molly, back to yourself, this is your first season obviously playing as a league in the league. How have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been good. I've only really started, but I haven't only started football. I've been playing football since about 11.
Okay.
So yeah, it was good.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Keeps you fit. Nothing else. And finally then, obviously it's very easy to let the heads go down for the rest of the season. Important you don't do that?
No. We're lifting up, we're lifting our heads high.
Up.
Yep, definitely.
Just heads up, focus on the next game. That game's out to win. Straight focus training. Just get
back into it.
Next match.
Definitely.
It's commiserations for tonight's result, but thanks very much for telling us.
Thank you.
Can you hear us? Because it's not just me. It's women all across Northern Ireland, building in strength, skill and numbers. Breaking barriers, testing limits. A quiet revolution with a strong confidence. With the support of those who guide us, challenge us and help us grow, we will change the game. You might underestimate us, but we are resilient. Can you hear us? Because you will. We are the game changers. Electric Ireland, proudly supporting women's football in Northern Ireland.
Time now to see the results from the rest of this week's League Cup matches, but before that let's have a quick look at some of the action from another of this week's semi-finals, this time featuring the championship game between Lisburn ladies and Downpatrick ladies.
Despite Lisburn ladies starting this game as clear favourites, it was Downpatrick ladies who deservedly took the lead on 20 minutes, and following a fine cross in from Sarah Jane Reid, Kyla Traynor was in hand to hammer home from short distance. Lisburn ladies came into the second half much more determined and didn't have to wait too long for the equaliser, and at 48 minutes this corner wasn't cleared and Alexandra Spears was now to get a slight touch to leave the ball in the back of the Downpatrick net. The game was eventually decided in the first period of extra time, when on 98 minutes Sarah Stevenson made no mistake from close distance to send Lisburn ladies into the League Cup final. Full-time score, Lisburn ladies 2, Downpatrick ladies 1. In the Championship's other semi-final, it was victory for league leaders Lurgan Town, who are now very much setting their sights on a potential cup-winning treble, following a 4-0 victory over East Belfast ladies.
In the Electric Ireland Division 1 League Cup, the final will be between local rivals Belfast Celtic and St James's Swifts. The Swifts overwhelming PSNI ladies and Celtic defeating Portadown ladies to make it into the showpiece event. The Electric Ireland Division 2 final will see two defending League Cup champions go head to head as Foyle Bells take on Ballincash Young Ladies. The Lisburn based side coming back from 3-1 down with 5 minutes remaining to defeat Coleraine on penalties. Foyle comfortably defeated Larne Ladies 3-0 in the other game. Electric Ireland Division 3 final sees another fascinating tie in prospect as St Oliver Plunkett Ladies will take on another defending champion in Shamrock Ladies. SOP defeated Craigavon City Ladies 4-1 in their semi-final, while Shamrock saw off Kimura Rec by 3-1. And finally, the Division 4 Electric Ireland League Cup will feature the ladies of Larne Olympic, who we saw making the final earlier on, and they will take on Lisburn Rangers, who defeated St James's Second.
So that concludes our coverage of this week's NIWFA League Cup semi-finals. Riona, here you're going off hiking after this?
Oh yes, Colin, I need to get the calories burnt, so I'm going to hike up that cave hill.
On a day like that?
Yep, sweltering.
Completely mad. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching today's show and indeed for your ongoing support for women's football in Northern Ireland.
We will see you all again next week, but until then, let's not forget,
Girls get football.